Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ella Berries Africa. In our today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this continuous cap sleeve, structured hip, and built-up neck collar. If this is what you want, please stay tuned to the end, and also like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more interesting videos. So guys, without wasting much of our time, we are just going to go over to today's tutorial, and our tools that we are going to be needing are our tape, our ruler, chalk, and scissors, and of course the fabric. The required measurements are the bust, the hip 42, shoulder 16, length of 38, waist round of 30. So we went ahead first to fold our fabric. To fold this fabric in two, because we are going to be cutting out the front pattern before we cut out the back pattern. Now we are using the hip to fold it. I just added 10" to my hip. I added 10, which is now 52. So I divided it by 4, and I added 2" to it in order to fold this. We added 10 because it's going to be having an exaggerated hip. When you look at the video before now, you see that it's an exaggerated hip. So we are just going to go ahead and then cut this out for easy flow. We cut it out first for easy flow. We measure out. We are going to mark out our length out, and then we'll cut it out. So we're going to be having an easy flow. So we're just going to add 2" to that 38, so we can cut it out. So let me go ahead and cut it out. So this is it. So we're just going to lay it out. And then we'll start our marking. So before marking, we are from this point here, we are just going to go down by about 1.5". That will be for the built-up collar. We mark about 1.5". So you guys, hope you guys can see that. We marked off 1.5". That's for the built-up collar. You can go ahead and mark. You can go ahead and mark 1" if you want. So from here now, we're going to start taking our markings, our points, our vertical measurement, which is first is the armhole, and the next is the bust. From the bust is the waist, which is 16. Then the hip, which is 24. So we are just going to go ahead and rule this out. Go ahead and rule it out. So when we are done ruling out our vertical measurements, we are also going to go ahead. Okay, let's also take our length. So this is our length. I already read it out before now. So after that, we'll go ahead and start marking our rounds. Go ahead and start marking our rounds. So for the shoulder, we have a shoulder of 16. Shoulder of 16. So we are going to mark that. The shoulder is 16. We divide it by 2. We are going to get 8 inches. We'll come down here and subtract half inch from that 8 inches and mark it out. We'll join it with our ruler. We'll join with our ruler like this. Then for the bust is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. 9.5. We're just adding 1 inch for easy allowance, and for seaming allowance, that's all. I don't want to make it. So from here, we're going to just make our armhole curve. Our armhole curve. Just like this. You can use your armhole curve to do this if you want. You can use your armhole curve to do this. But I prefer using my free hand. So next is the bust. Sorry, the waist. Our waist is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 30 divided by 2 is 7.5. So we are marking that 7. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. So we are marking that 7.5, and we are just going to add 1 inch for our seaming allowance. Good. So next is the hip. Of course, we got after dividing, we got 52. That's we added 52. We added 10 to our hip. We gave us 52. We are going to divide that 52 by 4. And we are going to have about 13. About 13. We are going to mark that 13 and also add our half inch to it. Hope you guys have 1 inch to it. So this is 13. We added 1 inch. So we'll join it like this to this waistline. We'll join it to this waistline like this. Then we'll come to the aim line. Where we have the aim line, we are going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and we'll mark what we have here. What we have here is 14. We'll go ahead here and mark 15. We'll mark 15 on the hem line because it's when you look at it very well, the gown is an A-line, gown. So that's why we came out on the hem line. Instead of drawing it that way, we came out by 1 inch. Just 1 inch is okay. So now we are going to go ahead to work on the neck round. We are going ahead to work on the neck round. Now for the neck round, we are going to measure our neck width for the built-up collar. I'm using 4 inch for the neck width. Yes, this 4 inch. I also added the seaming allowance. Everything here for the built-up collar. And on this angle here, we are going to make a curve because it's not supposed to be straight, just a simple curve like this. That's the way I did it. Then on this closed end here, we are going to be going down by, let's say, half inch, and then we'll join it to a ruler because the neck is not straight, so we want it to be a little bit slanty, just like this. You can see what I did. Yeah. So now on the shoulder, we are going to be slanting our shoulder using about 1 inch or 0.75 inch. We slant it like this, and then it's also having a continuous cap sleeve. So we'll come out here from this point here. We'll come out here by 3.5 inch. We'll come out by 3.5 inch, just like the way I did. Then we'll join it. Then on this point here, we are coming down by 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch like this. So we are going to make a curve, just a simple curve like this one. Then on the chest line, we are coming up by 2 inches like this. You just come up by 2 inch, then you join it to where you have, to this point, to the end of this point, just like this. Very simple. Yeah, with this we are done with marking the front panel. We are going to go ahead and mark the we are going to go ahead and cut it out, and then mark the back panel. Place it, fold our fabric again and mark the back panel. I'm just trying to check where's the length. So this is what we got. So we are just going to go ahead and cut out the back panel, placing this on it. So guys, we went ahead to fold our fabric again and place the front panel on it. And then the only difference between the back and the front is that there's going to be a zipper allowance, and we want to take out the zip budge. We are taking out the zip budge. So we'll come to the waistline where we'll extend this line of the waistline and the hip line and then the bust line. So we'll go ahead on the waistline. We just come in by half an inch like this, and then we join this to the hip like this. We join it to the hip, and then on the bust too, also join it to the bust, just like this. Very simple. And now we are going to go ahead and use our scissors to cut this out, following the shape of the front. So guys, this is what we have for the front panel. As you can see, this is the front panel, and this one is for the back panel. So we are just going to go ahead. We are not going to be adding a lining to this. I'm just going to be using a facing for the neck. I'll just go ahead and use a facing for the neck. We'll use a facing for the neck. We'll cut out a facing for the front and back neck. After we are finished, we'll add our gum stain to that facing. Use it to turn out this back and front, and then we'll now go ahead and join it. We'll go ahead and join the pieces together joining the shoulders and the sides with 1 inch. Then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. If you want a detailed tutorial on how to sew this, just leave a comment on my a message on my comment section, and I'll be glad to attend to it. Thank you. So guys, with this we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Meet you in my next class where I'll be making this dress. If this is what you want, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more interesting video. Also like and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.